Hey guys, it's Orbeez2468, August 2nd today, and I'm presenting to you guys my Red Eyes deck profile. Sneak peek was yesterday, and I have to say, it went. I practically got everything I needed out of the sneak. All the Red Eyes stuff and whatnot. Sure, I'm missing one or two cards, but it's not that big of a deal for this deck. And I have to say, I am very fortunate that my locals knew I've been hounding on this deck for a long time, and they sold it and traded the deck to me. So this is just a shout out to all of them that helped out, and I truly appreciate it. And in the future, hope we can do it again. Anyway, this video is going to be just the deck profile alone, and also I'm going to talk about like some text I didn't put in and I want to try, and then to help, then I just want to hear feedback from you guys. So let's start with the main deck. So we got this beauty, triple black stone of legend. So 4 of these were pulled yesterday at one locals that I entered the sneak with. I pulled one of them, and my friends pulled the other 2. Basically, this card is you tribute, you summon a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, or if this card's in your graveyard with a level 7 or lower Red Eyes in your graveyard, shuffle the Red Eyes, and if you do, add this card back to your hand. You can only use one of the effects once a turn and only once. So run 3, just because he helps in your deck. And it's kind of painful that this thing's a secret rare when it shouldn't be. 3 Red Eyes, Black Flare. Again, I went to 2 locals yesterday, and and out of the 3 main locals that go on weekends, only 4 of these were pulled. Even though there was other stores that had them, I don't go to them because they're too far away. My other friends do. And play 3 of them. And then 3 of the vanilla Red Eyes, just because you need more level 7 Red Eyes. The 1 summoned Skull. Okay, so I run 1 summoned Skull because I hate drawing the crap out of him, and you can search out the fusion really easy in this deck, so it's like, okay, as long as you don't draw the summoned Skull, but you can search out the fusion card, you're fine. And I'm going to get into him later. And then we got triple black metal, Yorota with legs, equipping and help make your monster a beater. 1 wyvern, double keeper of the shrine. Keeper of the shrine is so good in this deck to help get rid of dead hands and help get them back so you can use their draw power, which I have. And then the 1 dad, the 1 red eyes darkness metal, and then the 3 effect veilers, just because hand traps are more helpful than face downs because of the fact of Decklist being at 3, and well, just think your opponent's about to go off? No, just say no to them. And this is the monster lineup. And also, I can Sacro Summon if I wanted to, which I have the option to. It's just, well, you'll see. So that's it for the main deck. Now let's get on to the spells and traps. Triple Dragon Shrine, MVP of the deck. Foolish Burial and Yorota for Blackstone. Triple MST, because this deck hates back row. 2 cards of red stone. Out of the locals I went to, only 2 of these were pulled, and I got them both. I want a 3rd one, but there's a pre-release tomorrow that I'm going to, so hopefully someone pulls a 3rd one there. But until then, I'm playing the 2, and when I get the 3rd, I will play the 3rd. 2 Silver's Cry, just because it's Silver's Cry, and it's a quick play. Then the 1 ofs. 1 Sacred Sword 7 Stars, 1 Allure Darkness, 1 1-for-1, 1 Regeki, 1 Dragon's Mirror, and 1 Red Eyes Fusion. Okay, so sneak peek, I got play sets of everything besides the cards of Constance right here. The cards of Red Stone. But I'm only running 1 Red Eyes Fusion just because, like I said, search it out. And then mid-game, I can use Dragon's Mirror to banish the Summon Skull and the Red Eyes my graveyard to go into another Archfiend without the fact that it's counted as a Red Eyes monster. So draw this as fast as possible and search it out, use this mid-game. That's how you just use both of them. Or I could just go into First of Dragons with it. And then Sacred Seven Swords, since you're reusing your red eyes over and over again, you could just use this to banish, and then you just draw 2. And then Sextant cards constants. But that's it for spells. And then I only run 1 trap. Triple Return of Red Eyes. This thing is so freaking good. And these are supers, by the way, not the crappy commons. And basically what this card does is that once per turn, you get to special summon a normal monster in your graveyard as long as you control a Red Eyes monster once per turn. Now, there's been some issues going on with this card that people say that you can't summon during your opponent's turn, and yet you can. You can summon Red Eyes monsters. You can summon normal monsters during your opponent's turn. And then if this thing gets popped by an opponent's card effect, you can target any Red Eyes monster in general in your graveyard and special summon it. So you can summon your Red Eyes Darkness again if it gets popped. The whole point is just swarm the opponent with boss monsters and then just burn and beat them down for games so they can't play. But I just run 3 of these just because I have a lot of deck thinners and I don't want to draw all my traps. So thin my deck, get out heavy hitters for my destruction, negations, burning, everything else. And that's the whole point of this deck. So that's it for the traps. Okay. Alright, now time for the extra deck. Triple Metal Blue Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Okay, so my first locals I went to, a lot of people entered, and a lot of people pulled stuff. 8 of these were pulled. 5 ghosts, 2 secret, 1 ulti. And I traded for 5 of them, and then I pulled this one with the redstone and a metal flare at an entry, and it was like Jesus. So traded away my secrets for mistaken arrests and other stuff, and yeah. Anyway, he's like your main boss monster of the deck because you just burn your opponent for every time they activate something, and you can get 2 of these out in the field really quickly. So run 3 Red Eyes Metal Flares. Actually, let me just lay them out like that. 2 Drago Sacks. Since I have MST and I barely have like traps to get rid of back row or whatnot, he's just your popping fodder. Then 1 Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon, just because you don't use him for his pendulum effect, you just use him for the fact that he just he's the strongest rank 7. You know, he's the Goyo Guardian for Xyz. Easy to get, big beater. 1 Master of Blades for the targeting mirror matches. 1 ulti Big Eye, just because it's sexy Big Eye. Emerald. And Queen Dragon Jejun. Since I only have 3 level 4s, but I'm also running Big Eye, and people still run level 4s, I take control. These 2 are the best rank 4s because I can summon with Jejun, get my Red Eyes back, and go rank 7 spam. Emerald, recycle, or bring back Red Eyes or Summon Skull from my graveyard, or any of the Geminies, and just get them back. You know? Sexy DT, by the way. And then I run 2 Archfiend Black Skull Dragons. I have 3. These 2 are just ulti, and the other one is ultra. But I only run 2, because I run 1 fusion. And then 1 First of the Dragons, just because of Dragon's Mirror in mid-game. The Cloths hate this card, because they can't beat it. They cannot destroy by battle, and they cannot use like Trish or whatnot to get rid of it. So I could just let it sit there, outrun everything else, and kamikaze against Trish, except for Valk and Decisive Armor, and I could just say no. Just say no. And then I just run 2 Sacros, the Crimson Blader, and the Armades because of the level 4, because effect failure, any of the Red Eyes, Mirror Match, Shadows, Necloths, Yang Zings, Clifforts, you know. And then Armades, well, this deck hates back row, especially D-Fissure and Mirror Force, that I don't have Metal Flare out. So, okay, poke. Or I don't have these out. So that is the extra deck. Alright, so now story time. So I told you about I entered and I was missing a black metal, the Stone of Legend, and the Gemini. And 1 entry, I pulled all 3. So I completed my heavy to get, hard to get. And yeah, not a lot of other stuff were pulled. I got them though, and I am very happy for it. And then now I'm going to talk about my tech cards that I want to try, or suggestions. If you don't like to run the Sacros, you can always run the Gaia or the Castel, because Castel is always good. I was running a second Wyvern, but then it's like, okay, I'm running Sacred Sword, so I don't want to dead draw it. And I want to try this guy out. There's a reason why they made him, and here's the reason why they made him. Instead of summoning Red Eye's Flare Dragon from Redstone, you bring him out with Redstone. He's a bigger beater, and it's like, if you notice, all the spells and traps dump level 7, so you just fill your graveyard. Then you just bring them back with Return of Red Eyes. Then you just use the Red Eyes Fusion. Here's the second one. To just fuse with him, and there you go. Like, you could just nuke the opponent's field when you get out your other Red Eyes. Then you play the Fusion. Fusion summon for the Archfiend, and swing for 32. Then return him back for 25, and just burn the opponent. So basically, you just wrecked 5,700 to your opponent. That's the whole point with him. But it's just, drawing him's a real German prick. And is that Red Eye's Fusion is so restrictive. Like, you can only fusion summon from your field, hand, or deck. Not and/or. I wish it said and/or, but then this deck would be OP as fuck if it was. And then it's like, okay, Red Eye Spirit, and then the Rituals. I want to try the Rituals out, but I am liking the build that I have here. I am liking it a lot. But I really want to just try to make use of him rather than Summon Skull, because you draw Summon Skull, he's dead. He's really fucking dead. I hate it a lot. But it's like, he has a field cleaning effect, which is really nice. And then equip him with Black Metal, makes him 31, and since his effect is destroy all monsters with defense lower than his attack, his overall attack? Yeah, not original. Destroy anything with less than 3,100. Anything less than 3,100 defense. I could just fuck. So, anyway, that's my thoughts, and this is my deck profile. I have to say, thank you guys for watching, and questions or concerns, like a comment, subscribe, or message me. And yeah. So, wait a minute, where's that other flare? God damn it. There we go. All 3 flares. Beautiful ghosts. I wish they were alties, but if my friend was alive today, Dragon Mark, I think he would prefer the ghosts. So that's why I'm keeping the ghosts. Anyway, I hope Mark, you're doing well in heaven. You better not be in hell, god damn it. You better not be in hell. Which I can see that happening, but still. And I built this deck for you, and I'm gonna use it when it's legal. So, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Ciao.